They go to jail and then women want to marry them.
Why is that?
I think it's some ancient primal instinct that some women have to be connected to killers.
What?
Yeah.
Like do they see it as a power?
I mean, I'm wondering, there's probably like legitimate psychologists like Jordan Peterson can answer this much more accurately. But I would imagine there's something, because it's such a forbidden thing to do, to kill people. If someone just kills people all the time, there's probably some bizarre attraction that some mentally ill people have to someone like that. That's probably based on, it's probably based on DNA. Because if you wanted your children to survive, you'd be better off, back in the barbarian days, with a slaughterer, not a slaughtery.
Yeah.
Right? That's the guy you want.
There's
you want
a level of unhealthy alpha.
As long as he doesn't kill you.
Yeah.
You fuck him and he kills everybody else. Like,
And
yay.
they might even see romance in that. Like he chooses to kill everybody else, not me.
Vampires. That's the thing about vampires. Women, like the whole Twilight thing. As long as he doesn't kill me. He's like, he's out there sucking deers dry because he doesn't want to kill people anymore.
Do you believe in vampires?
Well, I think scientifically they believe that if vampires existed, there would be no more humans because it would just be a matter of time. They would just get us all and then turn us all into vampires. And then just the amount of people that would get turned into vampires, it would be an epidemic. You wouldn't be able to stop it. If they were superhuman in their powers and all that stuff, they would just overrun us.
I guess that's that.
They would just overrun us.
Unless they also would recognize that they would run out of a food supply.
Well, then what are they going to do to survive? Just to survive, they have to keep eating people. And they keep either they kill the people or they turn the people into vampires. So it's like depending on which lore, you know, which lore are you going by? Are you going by the one where they kill all the people, or are you going by the one where they drain the blood of the ones they love and then they let them turn into vampires because it's romantic? But
I mean, people definitely do drink blood. It happens like those are real rituals that happen in Europe all the time.
It's real satanic blood ritual shit. Yeah, for sure. That's real. But then there's like, how much of it is just what people are scared of. They're scared of, a thing like that. Maybe it represents psychopaths to them. Because the original Dracula was based on
Vlad the Impaler, right?
Yeah. Vlad, I think Vlad Tepes was his name. And this was a guy who literally impaled people on stakes and sat down and ate his lunch in front of them.
Insanity. And there was a woman who did bathe in the blood of children.
That's a tricky one, too. That's Elizabeth Bathory. Yeah. Clinical vampirism.
But I don't think that was to do with vampirism. I think it was more. I think she just believed the blood kept her youthful, I suppose.
No, well, we'll get into that in a second. But look at this. Clinical vampirism, more commonly known as Renfield syndrome, is an obsession with drinking blood. The earliest presentation of clinical vampirism in psychiatric literature was a psychoanalytic interpretation of two cases contributed by Richard L. Vandenberg and John F. Kelly. The authors point out over 50,000 people addicted to drinking blood have appeared in the psychiatric literature from 1892 to 2010. 50,000 people. This was documented in the work of Austrian forensic psychiatrist Richard von Kraft-Ebing.
Nailed it.
Many medical publications concerning clinical vampirism can be found in the literature of forensic psychiatry, with the behavior being reported as an aspect of extraordinary violent crimes. Jesus. Yeah.
So it's a real psychological disorder.
Yeah.
At least 50,000 people in the past 150 years.
So the Elizabeth Bathory thing is an interesting one because the story is that Elizabeth Bathory was this woman and she was beautiful when she was younger, but as she started growing older, she started murdering young maidens and bathing in their blood. And that she was this evil, psychotic serial killer. And
that'd be a good movie.
That's a good story, but there's also a counter story to that what they were trying to do was accuse her of this so they could take her land. Because she was in control of this very coveted kingdom. And they essentially put her in house arrest because she was a royal, even though she was a serial killer, supposedly.
Yeah.
But there seems to be some possibility that there might be fuckery. See if you can find that. See if you can find that. I just read that recently because we talked about that on the podcast. And then somebody, I forget who it was, brought it up to me like that might not have been what actually
It's a troll
happened.
farm.
Her brutality has been questioned by historians. Here it is. Several historians have argued that far from being a cruel and barbaric killer, Bathory was in fact merely a victim of a conspiracy. The Hungarian professor, try that one, Laszlo Nagy, claimed the accusations and proceedings against Bathory were politically motivated due to her extensive wealth and ownership of large lands in Hungary. It is possible that Bathory's wealth and power made her a perceived threat to the leaders of Hungary, whose political landscape was overrun with major rivalries at the time. Bathory appeared to have supported her nephew, Gabor Bathory, ruler of Transylvania and rival to Hungary. It was not uncommon to accuse a wealthy widow or witchcraft? I think they meant to say of murder, witchcraft, or sexual misconduct to seize their lands.
Man.
That makes sense.
That is crazy.
So the official story was that she was a serial killer, and that's she was doing that to try to stay young. But if you wanted to lock somebody up, like that would be the way to do it.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
So she's a fucking serial killer.
Highest number of victims was 650.
Oh my God. According to the Guinness Book of World Records, Bathory is the most prolific female murderer and the most prolific murderer of the Western world. This is despite the precise number of her victims remaining unknown and debated. Upon collecting testimony from 300 witnesses, Thurzo determined that Bathory had tortured and killed more than 600 victims. The highest number cited was 650. However, this number came from a claim by a servant girl that Bathory's court official had seen the figure in one of her private books. The book never came to light. Bathory's victims were said to have been hidden a variety of places, but the most common method was to have the body secretly buried in the church graveyards at night. So this was a servant girl that claimed that she saw a book that said that she had killed 600 people. That's
I should have wrote that down, I guess.
yeah. She's like writing down in their blood.
411.
Imagine being such a psycho that you've documented all the people that you killed and bathed in their blood.
Dexter.
Imagine how many people have done it. We
He
don't.
didn't bathe in the blood, but he kept a little sample of all of
Right.
them. remember?
Imagine how many people have done it we don't know about.
I think they all keep like little.
Something.
Oh,
Trinkets.
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Has there been a serial killer for a while?
There's a lot of them active right now in the country.
Really?
Yeah, there's always active serial killers.
How do you just never hear about it?
Some of them try it for a little while and they stop.
Try it for a little while.
Yeah, for
like
real.
it's tobacco.
But they could just try it for a while if they get away with it.
It's not anal, dog. Like you can't dabble in murder.
There's a lot of broken people out there that I think right now probably dabble in murder.
That's terrifying.
It is terrifying, and it's probably in other parts of the world even more common.
But you know what? That's actually it's a weird association I have with scary movies. Murderer scary movies never scare me because I know it happens in the world every day. Ghost,
Interesting.
demon, monster stuff.
Monsters.
That's what scares
scary.
me.
Ghosts,
Because it's up to your imagination.
demons, monsters. Yeah. Yeah, those are the scariest, I guess. Well, the scariest are aliens.
Because it's fear
like
of the
Alien
unknown.
1 movie.
Oh my
Alien
God.
1 was like, that to me is the scariest scary movie ever.
Is
That
it-
movie was terrifying.
Is it Close Encounters of the Fourth Kind that takes place in Alaska, where they combine the actual footage of the woman's real therapy sessions and stuff?
I don't know. I don't
Jamie,
think
you know
I
what
saw
I'm talking
that
about?
one. Close Encounters of the Fourth Kind?
It's third or fourth kind. Which one's the original movie?
Third Kind.
So this one's fourth kind. I'm almost certain. Probably wrong.
I never heard of it.
It's a really good movie. There's a woman up in I want to say Juneau or no. What's the Nome, Alaska? And back in the day, she was she became famous because she claimed aliens were basically like showing up and abducting her and stuff, right? And eventually, her kid got abducted by aliens, or so that's the case, and they accused her of like killing the kid or whatever it may be. Like, obviously, nobody believes that this woman's son was abducted or daughter was abducted by aliens.
So it's not
So they made
currently
a movie.
available in our
Yeah, I
country?
think
What?
it's like in Canada. I think it's showing up weird.
You can only get it in Canada?
I don't know.
Go down to the